My mouth started drying up the moment I got in line. And when it was finally my turn and that little door slid open, I could barely speak, and I had totally forgotten everything I was going to say. And all I could picture was the priest in front of me just shaking his head, and his boss in heaven preparing to punish me when I got there. I grew up Catholic, and confession was just part of the rhythm. You'd go to that dark little booth, slide the screen open, and tell a priest the things you were ashamed of, and there was always that feeling. God was watching. God is keeping score. God is waiting for you to get it together. The Catholic Church understands guilt. It's a powerful thing. It keeps people coming back. I get it. But somewhere in that booth, I got a picture of God that took me years to unlearn. A disappointed face, a wagging finger, a father who just barely tolerated my presence rather than enjoyed it. And I carried that picture for a long time. The arms crossed, the stern face, the kind of face that says, I know what you did and we both know you could do better. That was my God. Not because anybody told me that's who he was, but because that's the way I felt every time that door slid open and I couldn't find my words or remember the made-up sin. And then I read recently Zephaniah, and in chapter 3, verse 17 reads, The Lord your God is in your midst, a mighty one who will save. He will rejoice over you with gladness. He will quiet you by his love. He will exalt over you with loud singing. I had to read that twice. Loud singing? Not, he barely tolerates you. Not, he's grading you on a curve. Not, he will cross his arms and wait for you to do better. He will exalt over you with loud singing? That's definitely not the God I grew up with. That's a father who's glad you're here. So let's imagine God a different way for a minute. Picture a 6-year-old on a Saturday morning. The kid wakes up early, comes paddling down the hallway, and you can hear him with his little pajama feet on the floor, thumpa, thumpa, thumpa. And he makes an announcement. Dad, I'm going to make pancakes. Now, if you're a dad yourself, you know exactly what's happening next. The kitchen becomes a disaster. Flour everywhere. Eggs on the counter, dripping to the floor. Batter on the ceiling somehow. You're not even sure how that's possible. And the pancakes come out somewhere between rubber and charcoal. And the dad watches the whole thing with complete delight, a huge smile on his face. Not because the pancakes are good. They are not good. But because the kid is here. His kid wanted to do something just for him, and his kid showed up with everything he had and gave it everything he had, and the result is a messy kitchen and a plate of really terrible pancakes, and the father likes them anyway. To me, that's Zephaniah 3:17 in a kitchen. That's the actual disposition of God towards his children when they show up. Not, these pancakes are terrible, go back to bed. Not, I'll eat these, but let's talk about what you could have done better. Just, you came, you tried, you brought me what you had, and I'm so glad you're here. He's not grading your pancakes. He's watching his kid come down the stairs and lights up just by you showing up. What's your picture of God when you come to him in prayer? Is it a stern face or is it something else? Let me know in the comments. I read every one. Here's what I want you to hear today. God doesn't just expect you to spend time with him in prayer and confession and repentance. He delights in it. The time you spend with him, the messy, imperfect, stumbling, fumbling, I don't even know what I'm doing kind of faith. He likes it. He's not grading your pancakes. He's watching his kid come down the stairs and light up the room just by showing up. I think a lot of men are still standing outside the kitchen, still carrying that picture of a stern face with a wagging finger, still bringing their confession to a God they imagine is barely able to tolerate them, still performing their faith rather than just showing up. The God who wove you together in your mom's womb from Psalm 139, he knew every mistake you were going to make before you made the first one, and he invited you anyway. Not because you were going to get it right, because you were going to be his, and he delights in that. loud singing, gladness, rejoicing. That's not a participation trophy. That's a father who sees his kid coming down the stairs and just can't help himself. The pancakes you make don't have to be good. They just have to be yours. Bring him what you have. Show up with what you've got. Make a mess out of your kitchen and hand it to him anyway. He's already smiling. He was smiling before you got there. Jesus is the vine. We are the branches. Stay connected to him in this abiding life.